Everybody. I'm interviewing my brother Doug, who was fairly recently diagnosed with diabetes, and I think that kind of shocked him. But he read a lot about it and has an approach that for him and probably millions of other people actually really works. And I'm going to turn over to Doug. So, Doug, tell us about um, the concept of diabetes and why it's not sugar that is the problem.
Well, I was I heard that you can reverse your diabetes recently. They've learned this, and I thought, okay, I'll cut down on sugars, starches, and I'll get exercise every day. I was doing everything I thought was right, and my blood sugar was getting higher, and it wasn't getting any better. So then I thought, oh, this needs a little more research. I went on YouTube and Google, the internet, and I typed in testimonials on reversing diabetes. And
So not alleviating the symptoms, but actually reversing it and curing it.
actually reversing it and curing it without medication. So I was on half a tablet of metformin the doctor put me on just 3 weeks ago, but I don't want to take drugs of any type. So I researched this. It was Dr. Neil Barnard and a few other guys, Dr. Grieger and McDougall, and they all say it's to eat a plant-based vegan diet, no dairy, meat, or fat, because
Okay,
sugar.
why no fat? Why what is the theory behind? Because everybody's told like, let's say, uh, everybody knows, quote unquote, that diabetes is caused by excess sugar. It's sugar through your life that is, very, very bad for your whatever it is, liver and bile ducts and so forth, and that causes diabetes.
Well,
So cut out sugar at all costs. So what? Why? Tell me why it's really not sugar, and what is it?
well, it appears that sugar is a byproduct of fat in your blood because the insulin cannot, the fat, um, if you're eating lots of fats in dairy product, meats, even olive oil, any kinds of oils, it comes into your blood. It blocks the insulin from getting sugar to the cells, so your sugar spikes. So this is a byproduct, a symptom. Sugar is not the cause. The cause is the fat that's stopping the insulin from getting in to your cells, bringing the sugar to your cells.
So let me see if I have this straight. So your blood fills up with fat, kind of clogging it up like a stopped pipe maybe, or it doesn't have enough soluble energy to absorb the sugar. So the sugar backs up into your liver and pancreas. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
that's
and
basically right.
yes, and the
Okay.
pancreas forms the insulin, which brings the insulin to every cell in your body,
Hmm.
and that's what gives you energy. Now, with the blood clogged with fat, it stops the insulin from bringing the cells into your body. I'm not sure all the scientific part of it, but it can be explained.
Well, let me this has to do with the symptoms of diabetes are high sugar levels in your was it pancreas, and there's something to do with the liver as well. So what you have is high. What they measure is high and very low sugar levels. So
In
it's
your
kind of
blood.
in your, oh, I see, in your blood. So it goes up and down. Um, so really, the treatment of traditional or classical treatment of diabetes is treating the symptoms and
Yeah,
not the
it's
cause. The cause is the fat that is saturating your blood. It's like dirty motor oil or something like
you
that.
can compare it. It's not a perfect analogy to compare to changing your oil in your car, but because your car always has oil, but it's similar. I like that analogy. Yeah.
Okay, you got to change your oil.
Basically, give yourself an oil change.
I'll get somebody else to do it. Give you an oil. Okay, well that's very very interesting. So how long have you been you changed from a pretty staunch meat eater, I know you love bacon and all that stuff, but
Well,
what are you eating now, and how long have you been doing it, and how do you feel?
okay, I've only been doing it for I'm not sure, about maybe under 21 days. It wasn't that hard. I thought, oh boy, I love cheese and of course bacon and all this stuff, and it was actually easy because you're tricking your body into accepting. Your body doesn't care if it's hungry; it doesn't really care what you put in it.
Hmm. Right.
So you're tricking your body into feeling full, and you really don't want to think about these things afterwards. The only time you have an urge is when you're in a restaurant and you don't know what to order. That I made a few mistakes like that.
And with your friends, do you think your friends put any pressure on you? Do they think you're being, silly, or that you feel pressure from friends to go back or do things differently, or the way you used to?
Actually, no. Actually, most friends are good. Sometimes there's a bit of teasing, but the funny thing is, I think people don't get it because we've been ingrained in our mind from the medical industry, and that you cannot cure diabetes. That's what we've been told,
Yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
the sugar is the problem.
Hmm. Hmm.
And even if you tell them no, it's not the sugar, it's the fat, people really have a hard time getting that.
Yeah, they're very firm on that, and they're very doctors, the medical profession are absolutely insistent. And if you go against their advice, it's at your own peril. So God help you.
Yeah, you're on your
So
own. You're
yeah.
becoming your own
Hmm. Hmm.
doctor, and that's what I've been
Hmm.
doing.
Hmm. Well, and you're going to, I take it, how long do you intend to do this?
Until I can get a good reading on my blood sugar level, which I take every morning and before breakfast, and it fluctuates. Lately it's been going generally in the healthy between 4 and 6 is non-diabetic. Today it was 6.5, which is not bad, but it could be better.
Okay. So, do you have an intention of doing this for the rest of your life, or if you go back, basically you're going to cause the symptoms again, aren't you?
Generally, yeah, and but I don't have any plans, but it's one day at a time, and I want to be healthy and cure this. So whatever it takes, basically.
Mhm.
There will be situations. Say I go to an art colony in Serbia where they eat lots of meat and fat, and that might be a big challenge. So I can't say forever, but at least I know
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
cause now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, good luck. You're part of the new consciousness of taking control of your own destiny. That's the way I see it. I think it's really, really good what you're doing. So I'll cut it off here. Thanks very much, Doug.
Well, thank you.
And there'll be another topic later,
Perfect.
I'm sure. You're a great interview.
Thank you.